all. To come together to witness the support of the ministry. To the youths, friends, and families that are here, without taking much of our time, I have the pleasure. Kumar Bala. Even of Erna.
The elders of Sambeto village, our recipients, my ministry officials, members of the media, youths, ladies and gentlemen, Bula Vinaka, and a very good day to you all. It is my pleasure to officiate at the handover of the youth grants under the Ministry of Youth and Sports today. This grant, as some of you may know, is aimed at enabling our youths to build up the enterprise that they may have started. I thank all the participants at this handover ceremony and their friends and family for being here with them. This is an important step for many of you to achieve your dreams. I take this opportunity to acknowledge and identify what the recipients for these grants. I would also like to remind us all that social distancing measures are still in place. Let us all observe it during this ceremony and in other occasions as well. Fiji as a nation is proud of all Fijians for their efforts to ensure that the COVID-19 pandemic was controlled. And we are all proud of the fact that we remain as one of the few nations globally who are COVID-free. But it is also important that we do not relax and let our guards down. Globally, there are indications of second wave of the pandemic. And that is why I'm saying that social distance and other measures that is in place needs to be observed. Now, turning back to the task on hand, we have a variety of youth innovators who have been given grants to help build their businesses. These recipients are role models for our youths. They have taken the initiative to start business on a small scale and have demonstrated a capacity and desire to build these businesses. As someone who has worked in a business environment and ran a family business, I'm aware of the sacrifices and hard work required to make a successful business. And therefore, I would like to remind the recipients today to learn about their businesses and to grow themselves as business people as they grow their businesses. If you have the opportunity, there are various formal and informal means of training and education that you can explore. The Ministry of Youth and Sports has its own financial training programs, and I hope you should all access to this when it is rolled out next. Do not be scared to ask and learn from those who have run successful businesses. And as youths, learn to respect and follow your own ideas and judgment when it comes to running of your business. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share some of the stories behind the youths here today, and in particular, the three recipients. We have among us Andiula, who is operating her business from the village of Sambeto in Nadi, right from here. She bakes pies and cakes ever since she learned the trade from her grandmother. Through Sambeto College, she remained an apprentice of her grandmother. And since 2017, her grandmother gave her the full responsibility as a permanent baker and built in her confidence to handle baking as a profession. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier on, our grant recipient demonstrate ability, capacity, and have already begun to build their brand. And I'm confident that she is a good example of this, as she would knock off from school and start baking early from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. She would be in bed by 10:30 p.m. and up by 5:30 a.m. again, getting ready for school while her mother takes the pies and cakes to be sold at the stall in Namaka. She first learned about this grant when she was selling beside the Ministry of Youth and Sports arcade entrance. She, like our other recipients, were assisted by the Ministry of Youth and Sports in fulfilling the requirements of the Youth Grant Assistance Scheme. And today, she will be receiving the grants from Ministry of Youth and Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, her message or the advice to the young people is to start young, take risks, learn from your mistakes, but never give up. Ladies and gentlemen, this sacrifice of time and hard work is common to all our recipients today. A common thread that we find in another recipient is Ateda. And I would like to thank her for hosting us here for this function. Like many other recipients, she started her business in the settlement from where she is. She has also successfully grown the business from selling second-hand clothing to becoming an online businesswoman operating her clothing business. As such, she has moved from being a job seeker to being a job creator. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also one of the key aims of the Ministry of Youth and Sports Youth Grants, to make more of our youths independent business operators who become job creators. Her business, for example, has seen diversification into flea markets, and our online research has expanded to as far as Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. She has made a brand by meeting customer demands as a priority, with pre-ordered items having sizes for every design and color. And I'm glad to note that from the Youth Grant Assistant, she has definite plans to expand and build a brand. For example, to maintain a good record keeping in order to expand through faster orders online and lower expenses on physical selling and costs such as tent hiring. Ladies and gentlemen, during this pandemic, her business have turned to online mode. This is a very good example for our youths. And I'm happy to note that one of our own grant recipients has already made headways in this area. And she is none other than Ateda. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the other recipients is none other than Mrs. Vinyana Talai. She is 27 years old and she is operating her business from her home in Vutualevu. She acquired the skills of baking from her mother, who was a certified caterer. And this had always been an area of interest for Talai while helping her mother for functions. She started to prove her worth with this skill to cater for her family functions, and through this encouragement led her to venture into this business. Tala's dream is to open a coffee shop in Namaka or Nadi town. She hopes that with the support of the government through Ministry of Youth and Sports, she will be able to meet the current demand from her clients. Tala's advice to young people is to identify your God-given talent and put it to good use. Do not be afraid of utilizing your skills. Ladies and gentlemen, as a minister responsible and proud Fijian, I am happy to learn that the programs run by the ministry and by the Fiji Affairs government is making a difference in the lives of all Fijians. I hope that these brief stories from the grant recipients provides a platform to ensure the success of the grant scheme. And before I conclude, I would like to inform the other youths who are present here, please get in touch with your respective office in your district. Because when we open up the expression of interest for the individual youth and the youth clubs to apply, you make sure that you are part of it if you have an interest in certain areas. Our expression of interest, which was in the media, there were very little application from Western Division. So I urge all of you, especially the youth clubs, to please get in touch with our office staff, be in touch, and when it opens up, apply for this grant. So with these few words, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for your presence here for this ceremony. And now I have much pleasure in turning to the important act, and that is of giving our grants. Inaka, and thank you.
I am deeply honored to be one of the successful recipients of this grant. I know that with these items, the dreams and goals of my small business will be achieved much easier in the near future. With that being said, I once again thank you.
The Minister of Youth and Sports, members of staffs, and my dear fellows, a very good afternoon to you all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks on behalf of my family for this event to all delegates assembled here. I would like to thank you, Chief Guest Sir Bala, who honored this function for his inspirational thoughts. I would like to thank you, Sir Bala, and the members of staffs for giving out your time and support to help in our business plans. I hope that your support will help in the long running of our business. And once again, I would like to thank you, sir, for your support. And may the Almighty God bless you and your ministry.
On behalf of my family, I would like to thank the Ministry of Youth and Sports for the youth grant assistance in providing me with a PC to help my online business. This PC will increase my customer base and also will help me file my records. With these few words, thank you so much, and the Honorable Minister for the presentations of my youth grants assistance, and I would like to wish the Ministry the best of luck of the future dealing with youth. Thank you, and Binakabakelevu.